What's up, folks? Welcome to Wasted Space, and we're back in Space Engineers with a bit of a stream highlight. Last night I ended up doing this weird sort of scrap heap challenge competitive build-off between two teams of 6, and it ended up being so much fun that I figured why not show it to you guys as kind of a pilot and see whether this is something I should do in future. Especially given that there's a guy outside with a chainsaw who will not shut up, so getting anything else out today is going to be a bit difficult. Anyway, this is from a stream, so please excuse any slightly worse than normal language. Again, it's live, so I get a bit carried away, and I hope you guys enjoy, especially towards the end. This gets really crazy.
Alright, what are the parameters here? We're just making a combat ship in 10 minutes?
I think it's a ship to fight each other in 10 minutes, in two teams of 6. And I'll kind of monitor what you guys are up to and jump between the two channels and so on, and follow around in Spectator. So, Tex, if you want to head off, make yourself a faction, obviously, it looks like you've done that already, and find a spot to build your ship that's somewhere sort of maybe a kilometre out from here, maybe a bit more, that sort of idea, around that distance. And then get Wedgies to do the same, get some people in each faction, and I think we're golden. Red shirts and green. Neither faction has much in the way of members at the moment. Tex is fighting solo. Once you get in, assemble in front of me, please. Line up in your teams. Let's see if we can get some organisation up on this bitch. Yes, some organisation up in this bitch. Find your commander. May I recommend suit colours? A Fuzzy Ballo, aka Batcat. Yes, that was entirely the intention. You guys are being trusted. And I'm assuming that you're going to actually get involved with the game we're playing here, rather than fuck around, because what's the point of fucking around? You can do that on any server, anytime. Whereas here, we can have a bit of organised fun. Well, organised-ish. Aha! Tex has found himself a location. Pleasure. I'm going to visit the other team. Back in a second. Hello.
Hello.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Would you care to find yourself a location for your team?
I am doing so just now. I shall set up a little
Nice. Yes.
spawn point.
Set yourself up a little location for your boys. And then if you could link me a GPS, that would be wonderful. And then I can have two little GPS markers to jump between. Observe what it is you fools are up to.
Okay.
Looks like you have almost a full team. Missing one guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Tex is missing 2. So a few more from chat would be cool. Get into Discord. Links are obviously down below, and we're up in the Wasted Faith channels up at the top. The only expectation is you behave yourself and don't fuck around, because yes, that's boring and shit. So have you found yourself a spot yet? There's far too much gunfire. Look, behave yourself, children.
Right.
Oh, they
For those of you
Fighting
in this
dags.
faction, if you kill yourselves and spawn at the other medical room shared with the faction, you should be able to get in.
give me a GPS.
One moment.
I need to be able to come and check out what you're building. Oh, I see you, Thor. Thanks for coming along, dude.
Here you go.
Aha! Vape Nation and rebuild sign. Do you even vape, bro?
Alright.
Mr. Calzone,
So,
catch you later.
what are we thinking?
Well, get your team over there and get talking. This is not my part.
they're all
I'm
over
going to
you.
mute myself.
They're gunning people down, or dags down. Right.
Ah, there you go. You're lost, man.
Oh, damn. Do we have a full crew?
Nah. They can't hear me, but you guys can. What am I going to do? I don't know. Let's go and check on what text
All right,
you're
then.
up to.
Yep, I can hear you. So what do you guys want to make? You said large ship, so you want to make something that with a lot of DACA, or you want to make a ramming ship, or what do you want to do?
Whatever, but Ram sounds fun. But then
Okay.
I'm just biased. I like to ram stuff. So
Come on, guys from chat. We need at least one more
Alright,
person
well,
for this
why
red
don't
team.
you set out a framework and we'll add some stuff.
Look at them. They're being valiant, but
Uh,
look at the moment. There's 3 at best.
We're gonna put blast blocks on the front.
where are
or
you?
What?
can do. Makes sense.
So one of their guys is lost as well. That helps even more. Alright, let's switch over to Vape Nation. What are these guys up to? They have
Hey, wasted one rule
a
suggestion.
pillar.
Everyone has to ride on the craft.
I don't disagree with that. Everyone having to be aboard, I think, is a fair suggestion. Even be it on foot. Mostly because having multiple people controlling controls messes with stuff. But yeah, I'll pass that on.
We can have seats, but yeah.
Oh, is that another follower? Cougar Hunter, thank you, sir. Alright, folks, just clarification on rules. Obviously, you can start building now, but yeah, you will need to have the ability to have all of your guys aboard the ship.
Alright.
So, be it on seats, be it on foot, whatever it is, you guys all need to be aboard.
Okie dokie.
Don't expect to multiple control it, though.
Alright.
And to be honest, given it seems to be 6 versus 4 at the moment, if one of you guys might want to switch teams, that might make more sense.
Okay.
I don't know.
Who wants to switch over to Texas team then?
I can do it.
They can be underdogs, I'm sure they won't mind, but I'm just saying, it might make more sense to switch 5-5.
Okay, if you want to go bigs, then.
Oh, hang on, it looks like... No, hang on. It looks like there's more people coming in. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just anyone new that's joining, get into the other channel. So
Well,
you want to
I'm
be
completely
joining...
lost.
You want to be joining Red Team.
Isn't it?
Who's lost?
The guy Takashi. I don't know where I'm at.
Gashimaru...
I mean, I know where I'm at. But
Yeah,
where
yeah,
are you at?
you might want to... Are you in the
Did
faction
you get
now?
the GPS, or was that already in?
I
for the
keep
red
forgetting.
build site?
These guys can't hear me because I'm trying not to interrupt. So what we got here? This looks like something sort of
Paste it
Viking-esque, just based off the front. They're going for sort of a ramming plough. It's a bit wide for a ramming plough, surely. But if you're going to go for that width, you want this blast door section further forward. I would imagine. I don't know. Certainly, what's this? Hydrogen tanks, but also atmospheric? I suppose that makes some sense. Hydrogen for the rear thrust. Yeah, there's a certain something there. See how fast they can build, and if they can build together. That's the main deal, really. How well can you build together? Should have my UI off for this, shouldn't I, really? At the moment, it looks like really only 2 people are working on the ship. You've got one person who have we got here? I can't see the broadcasting is off, but we got one guy that's not really noticeably he's doing scary things. This block is probably now.
Oh shit! All right.
Yep, there wasn't even him. It was Dex. But looks like Red Team are
bad.
suffering from a bit of a setback. Let's switch over to Green Team and see how. If I was sensible, I could leave like my character at one of these to have a look, and then my spectator at the other. Let's jump over to Vape Nation and see how Vape Nation, the Green Team, are doing right now. Okay, so we've got something long and narrow. You can see wedges in, just on the basis that we've got. Holy shit, they're going heavy with ram. What's this in the front here? Oh, right, they're being sneaky.
There, go ahead. If you want to cut and paste it, go ahead.
Okay, so they're legit going for some sort of attack weapon. So you've got a merge block and what looks like penetrating missile on the front of this puppy. As a whole, they do seem to be building a bit better as a group. I can see multiple people building, although not sure what that guy down there is supposed to be doing. But as a group, Green Team seems to be a little bit more on top of things. This is a scary weapon, but how do you deploy something like that in active combat? And how do you deploy something like that when you've got multiple people working on it? So you can already see that there's some issues here. This is actually connected onto the main grid, even though there's a merge block in there. So how many mistakes do you end up making?
I don't know.
We're
What
going to need more time.
And we've had some major issues with the red team. Major issues. I'm not sure what's gone wrong here, but something terrible has gone wrong. Something bad.
Okay.
Fill me in, folks. What happened?
I don't know. Something just immediately exploded.
Shouldn't we have built in space? Batcat is not happy with the current situation. I assume he's the one with the broadcasting off.
We've got a new boy, lads. Get him.
You'll be alright. Alright, you guys have got this. I've seen what they've got. It's nothing impressive. Made a bit of mess of your platform, but
It's alright.
concept seems sound.
You know what though?
Looked a bit Viking.
Rather than messing with gear here,
Attach it to the yeah.
attach it to the platform.
Good call. I think there's too many options for that gear to fuck up. Or maybe attach it in multiple places as well. Make it so you can't delete a bit and just have it fall out. Yeah.
Alright, if somebody will remake that tail assembly that they were working on.
It's an interesting question here, whether or not the red team can pull this back together. They seem to be going for a different design, and it seems quite short. Sort of short to the point where I'm not sure they can all work on it together. There's 5 of them, and this is a very small design for 5 people. Interesting questions. Maybe they need to lengthen things out and actually make a bit better use of what's going on. See you, Nitace. Take care, man. It seems to maybe be increasing in size. Perhaps it's time to switch over to the red team and see what's going down there. Their channel's a bit full. Sorry, you guys can still hear me, can't you?
Yep.
Oh. Wrong mute. So in the busy channel.
Hang on.
What's
Biggie, you're
happening?
right where I'm placing.
Holy shit. Well, these guys have made some progress for sure.
Trying to collect more
There's a
warheads.
lot going on.
There's enough warheads in there. That thing's like a grenade.
And chat in chat.
I'm just thinking, if we have another spike that we shoot with a thruster just on throw 4 to hit
Another
the
spike with a
damage armor
thruster.
being the most.
Listen to them go. They've
Right.
got all sorts of
Do we have
plans on the go.
time for that? Probably.
Right, I'm gonna
I can't
set
help
up.
but notice that that's a lot of hydrogen reliance, and in my
I'm gonna set up
experience,
the systems
hydrogen's
for
a
controlling
poor
the
one
weapons.
to rely on. In
Coming.
general,
Give me a sec.
it doesn't work out well. I am actually going to have to go through and find anybody new that joins. What was it? It's
Coming!
For lift, I'm gonna
Was it
say
5 a
stick
team?
Atmos on it.
I think it was. I might have to drop it down.
What hydrogen is that?
For lift, use Atmos. Wasted's talking about. I don't know. I'm listening to him because I'm cheating. So. He's saying that
So
hydrogen's a bad choice for some stuff, but I think we need the speed. Then again, they have fixed the whole hydro thing.
I think it would also be a good idea if they include, like, there's not enough merge blocks on this design in general.
Hey!
I think, like, firstly, this rocket here, this rocket at the front, Warhead equipped and all, but where exactly is the merge box to make this work?
Those
There's one
rockets are
back
gonna
there,
have to
but
be-
let's have more.
I've just seen it.
And let's
They're
have
very-
let's have merge blocks on the side as well. Let's just cover this bitch in merge blocks. You could be throwing multiple projectiles, not just one. You're gonna struggle to hit with it. More projectiles equals more accuracy. Going inside, let's have a look. There's a lot of hydrogen storage, but
Please take a few moments and note the location of the emergency exits to the left and right of the main cockpit.
Yeah, those rocket launchers are blowing off
Check
the side
back.
of the ships as soon as we turn.
on
Yeah, just get rid.
the red team. Now I finished trolling the green team. Oh dear. Okay, red team. Oh,
We've got a new boy, lads.
interesting.
Game.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm gonna go ahead and build a cockpit.
Where are they going to go from here? I mean, it's more rudimentary, but I don't know. It's got a certain something. I mean, what this is lacking more than anything else is relying purely on oxygen generation. I'm not so sure about. Like, really not so sure about. And they don't seem to have any of the cargo system actually hooked up at the moment. There's room to hook it up, but it's not. Is it just me or is it not? It's only slightly not symmetrical. Blocks are not right, but hey, it's a thing. So far, I would say the green team are looking like they have a heavy lead, as you might expect from the early days of red team's failures. I mean, it began with everything falling apart, and I'm being mown down on my own television show. Get away from me. We're playing Scrap Heap Challenge. I'm going to hide behind your bedroom. Get out of it. No, there we go. But still, I like the idea of the ramming front end. There might be something to it. Don't know. Certainly needs to flesh out. I'm also concerned about the number of people in these various chats that are still watching my stream. They're cheating. They're cheating. They're seeing what each other are doing, and I'm going to get their medbay killed. That's the answer. Haha! Screw it, motherfuckers. No, it's damaged. Whoop! Wasted wins. Wasted make a faction, and yeah, that's a good point. Tag. Ref. Ref.
We've got a new boy, lads. Game.
Oops, that's a drop. There you go. You guys on... no. Look, why the hate? Just accept it. Just fucking accept it. There we go. You might want to repair your medbay. I may have broken it. Oh, for God's sake. Really? I love how I was getting shot and I was moving forwards. Holy shit, these guys have gone turret nuts. This is going to backfire horribly. They're going to shoot each other. Like you wouldn't believe. Look at it. Hello, friend. You're so angry with me. So angry. I'm going to stay here.
Why
But
does it keep shooting Mace? Waste?
Because it's not.
I'm going to stay here, and then I'm going to go and look at these guys' ship, so that it makes annoying noises for them only. That sounds like a better idea.
Okay.
What's this with the rear rocket launchers? This is a terrible plan. Okay, so basically, this is coming together and looking like quite a cool ship. There's an interesting sort of collaborative approach going on here. I see a lot of people, for the most part, building, and then quite a lot of shooting at whoever that was. Poor person. But yeah, I'm not sure whether this looks a bit out of place. If I'm truly honest. You've done some good work, and then it's like,
smacking on this thing.
oops, we forgot that we need brakes. See what the Wedgehog crew is up to.
I think it'd be bad if
Oh, there it goes.
That's why you shouldn't have touched it. Biggie, you've broken the fucking thing.
Not well, I think is the answer.
Uh-oh.
I think we understand now that everything has gone horribly wrong. I think we also understand now. Do you guys not think that maybe I need to also do, as well, alongside Top Engineer, we need to do like Scrap Heap Challenge in Space Engineers, where I legit just get 2 teams together and give them a challenge
He's
like
taking
this,
the piss out of us, you know.
and then I go and commentate it.
Hey.
Biggs,
I think this should be a thing, perhaps. I think that could be quite fun.
We'll see.
Like, especially if I get the cameras set up a bit more professionally rather than doing it just randomly like this.
Right, more turrets.
There we go. Right, now, leave it alone.
But I'm thinking community teams, like get you guys to get together in like teams of 3 and do community builds like that, like with the leaderboard and stuff. Have some prizes at the end. That could be a laugh, I think.
Right, we've got a large reactor on it now for the big thrusters.
Now, where are we all sitting?
That is a
Oh,
good
sitting
question. Where are you all
behind
sitting?
There's seats
we've got
inside.
seats.
Yeah, there's seats on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah, there.
To the left and right of large
So
thrusters.
I can't
there.
help but notice your turrets are quite randomly firing in all directions. What's
I
going
think-
on there exactly?
I think they're shooting at dags. I'm not sure.
Yes, they are.
Find out.
Just you've got anti-dag patrol. I love it.
Yes.
So are you feeling confident? You've got this frontal spear weapon. It looks like,
I'm
loaded up
feeling
with warheads.
Something.
What's the plan there? Are you those things? I understand how they work in space, like just letting them loose, but
Ram the fuck into him. Detach.
detach
reverse.
and then
Blow it up.
Ooh.
It's
Okay,
full of warheads.
that's an interesting tactic.
right.
Fair play. Fair play. I mean, maybe it works. You've gone for hydrogen as well. I see. And I mean,
Yeah.
thinking behind that, I mean, from what I've heard, is acceleration. But are you not concerned about the fact that obviously it gives you a bit of a weaker backbone? Yeah, one thing down can take out everything, kind of.
Kind of, but we do have Atmos as a bit of a backup. Some Atmos.
Everyone loves Atmos. They're a breed of Welsh cow, I believe. I do say, yeah, for a design that's been communally built, it doesn't look too bad, aside from those front thrusters, which, as you clearly heard, do look like
They do
someone
look
was just like,
pretty bad.
oh yes,
Yes,
and
man.
we kind of needed braking, didn't we? Shit,
That's
forgot
exactly
about
what
that
we
bit.
said. Like,
good.
That is pretty much
reverse
what I said.
thrusters. I put
Okay.
reverse hydrogen ones on.
Well, good luck, guys. I'm going to go and talk to the other crew, and then it will be battle time, so be on your last preps.
Okay, do we want to set up some
Let's go and have a
decoys
chat
anywhere?
with Red before we finish up. Batteries, they reckon.
That might be an idea.
This thing will be able to take off. Let's find out.
So, Red Team, how is it going? You seem to have a bit of a turret-laden monstrosity here.
I can see that. Apparently, somebody is really happy with turrets.
Someone loves them turrets, don't they?
They
I mean,
do.
it doesn't hurt to see that there's some communal effort going into the build, of course. Your structure seems to be made out of batteries in quite a lot of places as well. I can understand why not, but yeah, just commenting. So how do you feel on your chances, and what's with your blast door front end here? But looks very vicious, but is there a thinking behind that, or what?
Oh yeah. We are thinking that if you can't beat them, ram them.
Fair play. I mean, I like the mindset. Why not, to be honest? Got that option. She's not the prettiest.
No. We weren't really going for.
If I'm brutally honest, yeah. But hey, communal effort. Hard to pull that stuff together. So just dropping in to give you guys a warning that you've got a couple of minutes to finish up. Basically, the length of time it goes for me to go and fetch a bit, and then we're going to be kind of joining back together and comparing the designs. So you guys
Honestly,
get a
that's
chance to see
the,
each other's, and then we'll have a little fight.
That's the best timer I've ever heard of. Time to go get a beer.
True, it is a good time. Just letting you guys know. So, Red team have a pretty ugly creation, but clearly hasn't sacrificed in the armament stakes. Green team look like they're responding with massive is this decoy setups?
So fucking ugly.
Decoys and turrets? It is.
It really is.
It's pretty fucking cheesy, but hey. As I've mentioned, it is time for a quick break. So, congratulations guys, you have both made two disastrous looking ships. Green team, you started out so fucking well. And it was actually looking pretty good, and then you just shat on it at the end. Whereas Red Team, I have to admit, Red Team had you guys had a hard start. You did. The start for you guys was not good, with the ship just repeatedly smashing itself to pieces. So the recovery was decent, but this is... I wouldn't want to be its mother. I'm just putting it that way. I would not want to be its mother.
That only a mother could love.
Well, that's true. Perhaps not this mother, is all I'm saying. and in general, I mean, I do get a little bit of an Imperial vibe from it, 40k, like. But I think that's only because they also have a habit of building square ships and covering them in turrets. Basically.
Hey, if
It's a
the
proven
space
technique.
isn't being used for anything, put a gun on it.
That's what we did.
But hey, do you guys have names for your creations? Do you?
Red
We do
Baron,
indeed.
Dildo 1 and Dildo 2.
Okay, Red Team. What do you call
The
it?
Red Baron.
The Red Baron. Okay, I like it. Classic. Green
I guess
Team.
we're what, the Green Machine?
Sure, why not?
Why not?
That's what it's called.
To me, it looks like a platypus, but sure.
Mechanical
Platypus.
It looks like a flightless bird, I'm afraid to say.
Mm.
But hey,
Wonderful. Thank you for flattering us.
good luck,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen.
Let's
This
get to killing each other.
this will be a
Right.
best of 3 rounds. The rules will be simple. You will return to your build locations. From your build locations, take a blueprint. At that point, all of you must stay aboard the ship. You may rebuild the ship as you fly, but only as long as you are standing aboard said ship. Other than that, I wish you the best. It is the last man standing for each round. Please retreat to your quarters.
Bollocks, we really should have put more gyros on this.
And indeed, make sure you take blueprints of your current creations. Also, of course, once you're in position, or if you're one of the crew, split back to your original channels. You don't really want to be overlapping each other during this, I doubt. Green team ready! Red team ready. Off they go. I am going to do my best to try and sit as an engineer aboard the red vessel. While the green vessel is long gone. Look at them. Where are they? They're up here. So, little trick for you with spectator cam. If you shift a middle mouse button, you will lock velocities with a target ship. So like that, we're now locked velocities with it, so I can now do some kind of cool camera movements, because we're still going to stay at the same speed as the ship we're following with. It locks complete trajectory in every way. It just makes your movement relative to it. Is this a team playing dirty and having sent Borders? Borders is dirty, but at the same time, it looks like there's an element of they are trying to blow the shit out of the welcome center and have in fact set fire to an entire arm. That's a poor show. Red team ship, however, doesn't seem to have actually moved yet. Is this some kind of clever tactic? We won't know. Let's tune in to the chat in the channels. And the first engagement hits. The chat is silent for red. Nothing to be said, apparently. Red has no control over the ship. There's some anger, some frustration. And the
Really
final
ironic if we
collision.
win this without even having control of the ship.
The final collision. There's little left to happen except the decision as to who has won. And it may well be that red team take round 1, despite being unable to control their ship on first tries. Red team has won it. Red team has taken the first victory. Congratulations, guys. Given technical issues on our first attempt, I mean, it's clear your ship has got a certain level of robustness to it. I like the fact that you're still flying. There is very, very little left of the green machine to be said for. So, well done. If you'd like to reset to your positions and spawn yourself something new, please clean up as best you can, delete any debris you can find, and get back to where you began.
Yep.
But that
That was a little unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen.
That was.
The enemy team could not move, and yet it does appear that you were the losers regardless.
I'm calling rigged, but
I'm not sure what they had left was still a ship, to be fair.
But it was flying, whereas there is no question that what you had left was debris.
This is true.
So when it comes to a victor, a flying ship versus debris, I am going for the debris at this
They
time.
had a thruster with a turret on it, and we had.
Yep, indeed. And you had rubble and a hole in the ground to call your very own.
Well,
So
to be fair, we did shoot off half the decoys on our wing on our way over.
you did. Well, I can't help but call this your own fault. You did decide to shoot at the welcome center, which in its name has the word welcome.
that was unintentional. That was unintentional.
The turrets opened fire.
Look, I have offered you peace. If you have not accepted it, it is your own fault.
I'm willing to testify against my commander in exchange for immunity.
Well, you can sit right on the end of the ram and spike.
However,
Hell yeah. I'm down for that.
please clean up whatever mess you can find as far as debris is concerned and return back to your start locations, spawn back in a fresh ship. You have lost round 1, but there's 2 more to go.
Would that debris include the welcome center at this point?
No, leave the fucking welcome center alone, goddammit.
We should probably set it to
There's far more sass in this team. Goddamn.
neutral, to be fair.
It's my
Everyone
team, of
accidentally
course. There's going to be
unload
more
on it.
sass.
Yeah, well, that
Right.
was... Anyway, reset yourselves. Get ready for the next fight.
Our engines are actually fueled by SAS.
Strafe, don't you?
So an interesting round 1. I wonder if they'll make any just general setup changes between round 1 and round 2. It does seem like they have the ability to control turrets while doing all of this. So that does make things a bit more interesting. It means you've got a few player-controlled turrets. Everyone's setting back up again. I'm surprised by the end, but at the same time, the green duck the green platypus has started to look far more fragile than it originally appeared.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
I don't
Not
know
at
who's
your
moving
starting point and
Why are
making
you- who's
last
moving the
minute
vehicle?
repairs.
Me.
Because it got destroyed. It got damaged when it started shooting at wreckage from the green team.
Oh.
So we are repairing it back to where it was. Okay, we are ready.
Is that right? Or was there more here? Just me, or does something seem missing?
Get in the ship, Neon.
All right, ready?
Good. Both teams are off strong at the start. No hanging around this time. Looks like red team actually have the maneuverability. This is going to make a fair bit of difference to the encounter, perhaps? Or none at all.
Should we go high?
We'll soon find out. We're going to listen into the red team for this encounter, see what their side of things listen into. Big D has disconnected, so green team is down a man. Green team down a man. We're going to follow their perspective while also listening into the red
Well,
team.
someone shot my turret off.
And we have a lot of turret fire being exchanged between the two vessels. They're getting in close. Things are getting mental. I do believe the green team currently has the... No, actually, I take it back. Green team does not have the bulk of the turret fire. However, they're absorbing a huge amount into the decoys.
Don't stand behind me,
I
please.
don't believe the red team are running any decoys at all. So this is a fight between a ship with decoys and a ship with nothing whatsoever. However, red team are definitely in the advantageous position. They have the rearward spot, and it does seem like most of green team's turrets are not behaving.
If I can. Boy, the sim speed is not happy with us.
Let's fall back into a position where we can check out what's going on with Texfire's ship. Red team seem to be reversing, but delivering just a huge amount of Gatling fire. It's an unexpected amount of Gatling fire, to be honest, most of which seems to be originating from the other ship. I take it back. Most of the Gatling fire seems to be coming from the green team. Again, there's a lot of misdirected turret fire. Red team seem to be doing more damage than themselves at the moment than anything else. But this is a longer battle than we've had previously. Red team are coming in for the final finish. Maybe we've got a ram coming in here. Maybe we've got Wasted pulling off some half-decent camera positions as well. Who knows? It's a complete drama story this evening on Top Scrap Engineers gear. Could this be a ram to finish it? It does look like bits are falling off the front of the green ships. Looks like the green ship's ramming weapon is actually taking a remarkable amount of damage just in the general combat. But will the blast doors stand up against potentially armed warheads? Will they even remember to arm the warheads? We're coming in for a final collision. Things are getting a bit mental. There's a lot of damage being dealt to the red ship by itself. Those rear missile turrets really not paying off. The problem with mounting your turrets on the rear end is just a huge amount of incoming damage from yourself if things get too close and too tight. Green team seems to be pulling away, relying on the decoys, but it's just carnage coming into the rear of the ship and the top of the ship. Ramming time. I think it's a spear moment. Will they pull it off? It's lined up well, and she's going to be decapitated by this. Surely this is all over. And yet somehow Space Engineers deals no damage whatsoever. We have a clang moment, ladies and gentlemen. Ding, 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 ding. Clang moment. Clang moment. Somehow nothing has happened with retaining just a straight out turret fight. How is this even possible? The shadows show, and it does look like, am I right? I believe both ships are now missing their hydrogen. I did warn about this earlier, that there was a potential problem with sticking with hydrogen only, and yep, both ships are down on their hydrogen. So it is a question now of who hits the ground first.
We've got enough hydrogen.
Looks like green team is going in from the rear end. Will they survive? They've got a bit of clearance. Can they pull away? That's the question. Everyone's gone for a little bit of aero thrusters, the atmospheric thrusters, but it's really not counting for much. Red team is attempting to burn away on the rear end. They've managed to reignite their hydrogen. Red team's hydrogen is back up and running. Can green team pull up the same thing? Can they stop in time? Holy shit, this is going to be close. I think it's far too late for red team. Red team are going straight into the soup. And is there anything left? Is there anything left from our green team contenders?
What just happened?
Can they possibly? Their hydrogen is back up and running. Oh my word! It's a last-minute save, and I think the platypus duck, whatever you want to fucking call it, is back in the air.
That makes sense.
Shit, son. That is a win for the green team. That brings us all level with the last game with everything to play for.
I'm kind of curious if they're still able to fly.
Asian.
So, green team, how are you feeling about that?
Well,
Some
there
close
was an awful
moments.
lot of desync.
There was an awful lot of desync. Both of you seem to lose hydrogen at the same time.
That's weird, because I was in control of the thing the whole time, and we were airborne the whole time, and it didn't seem to me that we were going down, and from where I was sitting, the first impact with the red ship is what did them in.
Nah.
Well, you
Nah.
can say nah all you want. That's what happened.
No, you see, I get to say nah because I'm the host, so I get to see what happens and you don't. These are the rules. Like legit, I'm not even trolling.
Like legit, you're not even trolling.
Yeah, I am. Those are the rules. It's just like the host gets to see things that no one else does. It's my special position in the world. However, the turret budget. However, nice game, guys. Nice game. That looked good. First game you lost to the Ram, but that one seemed to be pretty solid. You had a lot of Gatling firepower coming out of your ship there that I think was shutting down their turrets pretty hard. Their firepower dropped hard at the start of that. So nice. Make sure you reset. Make sure you delete any mess you can possibly see. And we'll be going again for the final round. 1-1. Yeah.
Now we need to get a ram in.
You pulled it back?
All aboard? All aboard.
This thing actually works.
So that was a tricky one, guys, with the thruster drop out. I mean, on my end, both ships dropped out hydrogen thrusters at the same time. Both people just like dropped like a stone. It just so happened that they were a bit higher up. But I have to say, it did look like they had the upper hand when it comes to the turret fight. They have so many Gatlings that it was just shutting down your turrets.
Well,
you know,
shutting down the whole server.
Well, and shutting down everything as well, but you know what I mean? It's like the missile turrets just get taken out, blink, 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 blink.
Yep.
I don't know if you want to adjust tactics, but that was a good fight. It was close. There was a fair bit of to and fro, and then it kind of came down to the hydrogen thruster moment.
No, we'll go one more time with this, but I think next time we do this, we may need to limit the number of turrets per team.
Oh yeah. This is just, I guess, what you would call a pilot as well. But I think it's quite fun.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Let's do it.
last round, 1-1. You have the chance to take it here. Good luck.
I'm going to call that one red team, one clang.
Yeah, if you want. All the rules care is 1-1. Good luck, folks. Be ready.
Very nice.
So we're going to listen into green team
Texas
this
is
time.
very salty.
And let's get
Ready when you are.
Apparently they're also watching the stream, the fucking hackers. Let's get the yeah, that's right, Wedge. I'm onto you, little shithead. Let's get the ready check on the go.
Cry havoc and let's slip the wedges of war.
We have gyros. Does that work?
It definitely seems like altitude is what we want.
Green
Because we
team's
can- we
going
can
for
just
altitude.
basically- we
Red
can Apache
team
gunship
seems
them
to
from
be
above
taking things pretty
with our ridiculous
chilled,
amount of
keeping things low down.
turrets. So yeah,
Clearly
looks
taking
like
to
they're running
heart
for
what I
cover.
have been saying. Okay, we've got a bit more of a cautious engagement.
Or they're hoping
here.
to take advantage of the welcome center to distract our weapons.
well yeah, we've switched them off until we get close to
Hide
them.
behind the welcome center.
Oh, it might be an interesting tactic. They're really going for the
Yeah,
welcome
they're trying to
center
slip around
approach.
behind us.
But they are going for the slip around. So at the moment
Oh,
we
they're out of
have
sight. Right.
kind of green
they're
and
right in
red team
front
doing a
for
bit of
me.
a dance.
Hmm.
What's going on here?
Yeah, they are off to our left wing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can certainly see an advantage for the red team
Alright.
trying to pull on the
Switch that back
idea
up.
that green team are not that
And there
maneuverable.
go the decoys.
Yay!
Yeah.
Bits
Uh,
falling off.
Green team
Yeah, they get
have
the
shot
guns in
their
to shut
own
off.
I
decoys to
I
shit.
can't actually see where they are.
Yep, they
I
have.
think they're
To me,
behind the
it's
Green
still
team
a
is
problem.
already on fire,
Yeah, I'm not seeing them.
despite simply
They are
from
definitely behind the plateau now.
Bring her around.
Right.
random
They're
turret
coming up
shot.
behind us.
But yeah, green team already on fire simply
Another
from
boy
their
joins the
own
crew.
fighting.
They can hear us.
Nico.
I can't see them. They've not moved.
Neither can I.
Oh, they're coming over the plateau by the welcome center.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Coming up dead to our left
Exactly.
there.
Can't see
A little
it.
to the right. Get on.
I cannot
Just
see
getting
them.
wrecked.
They're off to your 2 o'clock. Straight
Yes, you
ahead, a
can
little bit
see
left.
them, Wedgehog.
Does someone want to
Open fire.
Fire. Turrets on.
Turrets are on.
And here comes the first engagement. Oh, and it's a high-speed one. This is looking dangerous. What is going to come from this? Shit, that's a lot of firepower.
I can
This
see
is going to be
explosions.
close.
I don't see them.
They're off to our 3 o'clock and
They're
coming in for a round.
Literally about
Get
to
in, the
round.
FPS is dropping
Actually, no, it looks like we're
hard.
going to go right above them.
Good.
Looks
gonna
like
miss?
we will miss the collision,
Or is
but
the
the
game gonna
turrets
crash
are
before we get
taking
there?
a massive pounding into the
Oh, that is
ship.
so close.
Right, someone who can see them, take the helm. I'm jumping out because I can't
UPS.
fly the bloody thing.
I don't know if we can.
Wedgie is
I'm right behind you. I can try to get
abandoning
in.
piloting
Pop out the chair,
duties, having
I pressed
technical
F.
issues. Oh, and they're going in for the ram. Can they clip
can't
it
even
before
see
they go
our ship
through?
now.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
The underneath
Yeah,
ram
we hit.
into
We hit
the
back
juicy
quarter.
part.
We're rolling right now.
Are
We've
they
lost
going to
a
come
huge chunk
straight
our
out of the
left
sky?
quarter.
Because it looks like the red team are in complete control here. Oh damn! It's basically severed them in two. The green
But we're
team
still flying.
taking huge
Is
pain. Red team
anyone in
already
the pilot
turned
seat?
back round.
I've taken
But
control.
the green team is still flying. They're still in the air. Can red team
We're
hit
down a
the
significant
ever
portion of the
crucial
ship.
hit on that one
Oh, yeah.
component? Sever the ship in two, or are they going to be left trying to mop this up
Yeah,
while the
we're basically
increasing
running off the
turret
atmosphere
fire
for
comes
atmos-
raining in?
Thrusters on the bottom.
Right, good luck.
Atmospheric thrusters.
Most of
Or
your,
are they
most
actually?
of the right
Are they
thrusters
flying,
out
or is
too.
this just a bluff? This looks a lot more ropey than they
You've
were
still got full
suggesting.
rear thrust,
A
though.
lot more is still falling
So
apart.
for whatever we've got for
Rear
that,
thrust
use
is
it.
what they have.
think
Red
she'll
team
fly
seem
on
to have
rear.
this in complete domination. They've actually chosen to hold back. Red team are holding
Yeah,
back
we're going
and
down, I
waiting
think.
for the moment.
No, we're going back up.
Gatling's
51,
just pulling
850.
out.
We're hanging in
Green
there.
team seem to be pulling back up again,
For
but
me,
red team is just waiting for
rolling
their
off the
chance to
side of the
strike.
place.
Surely.
Or that too. That
Still
could
can't
have-
see the red ship though.
I suspect you're having issues with connection. I don't know.
Exchanging
Yeah, it looks
fire,
like- I
and
can't
it
really
is
see
the
much of them.
time
Looks
for
like they're
the
relatively intact.
hydrogen thrusters
Yeah.
to drop. The arena has decided hydrogen thrusters
not
are
out of the
off
fight yet.
now. It is
No,
time
you
to
are.
do your
You're-
job, ladies and
you're
gentlemen,
back.
to try and reset those hydrogen thrusters
Yeah,
before
we're-
you collide
still
into the
technically
ground as a horrible
Yeah, we are
end
gain-
for
we're able to
everything
gain a
that's
little bit of
happened.
altitude. It's just the
Oh,
problem.
yeah,
I don't
she
think we can
flies.
level off.
Yeah. Not quite.
We've got
Only thrust left.
Green team are still
We've got
maintaining
wild
hydrogen,
rapier.
whereas red team seem to have
Really
lost
big,
it.
Really slow rapier.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't
red
know if I
team
can
seem to
do any
have
sort
an
of-
unfortunate hydrogen malfunction. I
repairs.
can't really say
Repairs,
what's
not
going on here.
anything.
This
Probably
seems a
turrets would be the best
little
bet.
bit broken.
Yeah.
I would argue that this
Firepower
is where we're
back.
stuck. Have they recovered it?
Yes.
See any
Are they pulling this
thrusters,
back?
see what you can do.
They're- Oh, red team, yes! Come on, sirs.
We
Do
might.
it, do it, do it. You have this under lockdown.
Bring it.
Pull it back. Pull
Red
it
team is
back
back up.
from perhaps the end. Oh, back from the
Looks like it's
oblivion.
thrust there.
Red team have returned, but green team are coming in
probably
for
cheating.
perhaps a final downwards assault.
The
Could they
camera is
even
still
pull
up.
back for this if it all goes wrong? We're not even sure. I think we're going for the final collision. It looks
No,
like
no, no,
we're
no, no, no,
perhaps
back up, back
hitting
up.
in for a ram, and
Finish it.
oh god, this is going to end horribly. Horribly for one of the two teams. There's
Good
no
luck.
way out of this other than a horrible, horrible collision, and then the end
was a
of
ram
one
that
of the
just
two
took off the
teams,
right arm.
and there is a massive collision. Massive collision. Green team's lost an arm.
And I
Red
have
team
fallen way
seems
off
to
the
have
ship
lost some of their frontal thrusters, but they've still got most of their hydrogen thrusters running, whereas Green team is falling with parts just raining around them. Rear thrusters only running. Can they
If
really
you can
stay in
nose
the
up, you
sky
might
with
be able
this
to
many
avoid the
holes in their
ground,
ship?
but-
I mean, this is ridiculous. The
Small
turrets are
problem
still
with that.
firing
It's
out
got-
as best they can, but this has to be the final blow. This has to be it. Mortality, surely. Victory for the red team as the green team plummets from the sky.
Alright.
Is there anything left there? Will red team make the final
Come on.
stupid move of getting involved and just choosing to take the same route with them? Will it have to go to the judges? I don't think so. It looks like green team have taken it all to their face. It was a valiant battle
Cockpit on her.
with an unusual design. The
It's gonna
decoys
be the
placed on the
jankiest thing to try to
arms
pilot.
and perhaps the ugliest
like
frontal
3 gyros
engine
left.
setup you have
Well,
ever
that
seen.
The cockpit is sideways.
But still, probably prettier than its contender. And yet, from the sky she goes,
Okay, giving her full thrust to the
with
right.
nothing more than
She's
her
got
rear
nothing.
end
She's got no
spurgeon
power,
burning.
nothing.
There's no
hydrogen,
gyros,
power.
there's no power, there's
We're
nothing
maxed
to
out just
recover
using
this.
pure thrusters. I got no gyro
She
control.
is done,
You're about 100
and the
feet
red
off.
team reign
Yep.
victorious with
170.
2 out of 3.
Well, I'll ride her into the ground
Tonight's very first champion, ladies and gentlemen, Texfire and crew, as the green team. It's the
then.
dust.
And the cockpit gets blasted loose. Lovely. Whee!
There's not much
Since
left
speed is so
there,
bad, I can't
but
even get
when
out.
the push came to shove, red team held it together. Ammo thrusters for the win.
Even still flying? Oh, they are. Yeah.
That was fun.
Just barely.
I think we might have a new format for live streams that
yeah,
could
that
be
second ram definitely finished
quite
up.
a
I
laugh.
can't even get out of the cockpit.
Guys, please jump up to the channel above. Very well played.
Are you stable?
Wavin!
Hey guys, please meet back at the welcome center. On foot, you don't need to bring the remainder of your vehicle. That's fine.
I am.
You can if
shuffling the cockpit
you really
currently.
wish.
I am making a copy
could
of my
have.
trophy.
It's been very
Because-
small.
There's not much of the welcome center left, mind, but get your asses back here.
It's called the SSS Red Rawinge.
Just take it back and just like ram it into whoever's there.
Where is
Can
the
we
welcome
drop
center?
our wreckage on you?
It has an antenna on it still.
If there's anything left.
We've still got 3 of our back thrusters, mind you. That's actually kind of impressive.
If you say so.
Oi, I saw that thing crash. Don't try to psych me out.
What are you doing?
That's why I took a screenshot. It's like, it could not be more obvious that that thing is about to plow into the ground. Red team one side, green team the other side. Come on. I want to get a screenshot of the first night because I want to make this a repeat thing. This was hilarious. And I kind of had quite a lot of fun, I don't know, casting it, if you want to call it that.
I can't see anyone.
Oh, it's not that difficult. Some of you are red, some of you are green, some of you get on one side of the person in the middle, some of you
Right.
get on the other
Green
side of
on
the
the
person in the middle.
There are no people though. That's
Wedgie,
all I see.
Be on the face away from the thing and be on the right side. You know vaguely where we are.
No. I think that's
You guys are terrible. You are legitimately bad. I'm going to go and change my car.
Boy, who's this?
I'm not going to go and change my color. There's no medbay. I'm back.
right. I'm putting this in.
Now there's a reactor in my screenshot.
Right, I'm putting a screenshot in your text channel because I can't
In my
see
reactor.
anyone.
There's Dags! Yay!
And now there's-
Everything is perfect. Well, congratulations to the red team, led by Texfire.
This loot is mine.
So,
Yeah, next loot is for
Fadir donated £20.
It's been a while. Congratulations for non-slush beer and a new potential format.
Cheers, Fadir. You're a legend. But yes, looks like red team has won this evening, led by Texfire with Neon, Takashi Maro, Mush&Blau, and Batcat alongside
All red team.
against
Well done, guys. Well done.
the green team, led by Wedgehog, with Clockwork, Farrell, Pancake Bacon, and someone else is missing. Oh yeah, Biggie. And Biggie. Nice one, guys. That was a lot of fun. It was nice to see that was actually doable. I think we may be doing more of this in future, because, yeah, why the fuck not? That was hilarious. GG. And thanks for joining me, guys. I think this was about a perfect place to end it, in reality. So, yep. Thank you all for joining me.
Well thought.
Well fought, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I think this is a quite nice format. I might try and sort of include this in Top Engineer somehow, or maybe do it as a separate thing, but I can't help but feel like this has got some legs to it as well. We will be back on Friday, I guess. Friday? No, today was Friday. We'll be back on Monday. Yeah, that's the thing. Take it easy, guys.